know, Bish, if you paid that invoice when you burst the microphone yesterday when you hit the winning runs? Management's asked me to ask you that one.
No one else in the ground was cheering for me. You could hear a pin drop when a West Indian into 6 yesterday. This is a magnificent crowd, by the way. This is a superb crowd. And even though, Tommy, Mike Haseman, millions of you viewing around the world, even if you say there's little context to this match or this series, as a South African player, you have to play for all these people who have piled in here today, who are glued to their televisions, and for West Indies as well back in the Caribbean. They're up and cheering on. So there is context for the fans.
Agreed, totally agree.
A rallying cry there, Bish. Big time.
Listen, I'm just confused as they go for one, comebacks for two. Every player we've spoken to doesn't know what's enough batting first. 217 for 4.
Yeah, just watching these boundaries of Powell, the 2 sixes. He's only hit 2 sixes from the 16 balls he's faced, no 4s. He has run quite hard between the wickets. One goes off the kind of top of the bat, high on the bat. The other goes close to the bottom of the bat, and both comfortably clear the fence. Yeah, I've heard it said in times past. Good bats. They must be.
Well, they're certainly having fun, that's for sure, in the crowd. Good to see. What a great crowd it is, too. I know there was a little bit of concern about the ticket sales before the start of these two T20s on the Saturday and the Sunday. But they came in yesterday and they stuck around when there was a lot of rain. They enjoyed the entertainment. They've come in today. My goodness, they've watched some serious cricket so far. And there's some serious cricket to come, I fear.
That's tremendous. Come on, raw people, raw. That is tremendous wrist work.
Yay!
That's one of your better ones, Michael.
I would call it a raw.
Some shot. Understand the cat and mouse between bowler and batter. There's the awareness of where he might try and hit it. There's the awareness of where you want him to hit it. And even with the protection, he gets it away for 4. That's hit hard. Miller's quick, he'll get back. He'll get across and keep it to 1. And a 1 is definitely, in this situation, a big win on any delivery that you bowl.
Just saw a couple of people in the stand there, Bish, with their legs crossed and their fingers crossed. Double Nelson, of course, now.
One of the few West Indian fans here, is it? Latched onto it, air miles on that from Romario Shepherd. And it is caught.
This is just a sensational exhibition from the West Indies. It's as simple as that. They were asked to bat first. Conditions are good. It's a ground where you can hit big boundaries. There's been plenty of those, that's for sure. Sailing over the ropes by meters. Tens of meters. And that's another one.
Slow balls, attempted Yorker, short balls. Enough on that too. Got to keep your eye on the game if you're sitting on those grass banks. Short ball goes, slower ball goes, everything's going.
Romario Shepherd is one of those specialists who's required and sought after in every team when it comes to the back end. He's one of those who plays cameos, effective cameos. 29 he has from just 10.
Rare sighting like a solar eclipse, a dot ball.
Or a green flash.
Thought you were going to say Yorker.
There have been a few attempts at it. They just haven't nailed it. What's enough, gentlemen? What's the score? Because we might very well be carrying this on into the second innings of the game. Good again from Rabada.
Oh, when you think about this, that's the end of the 18th over, 235 for 4. If you think about this South African batting lineup, and it's a seriously good batting lineup, they'll enjoy batting in these conditions. They'll be motivated, certainly, by the work that the West Indies have done. They'll be a little bit starstruck, well, not starstruck, a little bit shocked, I suppose, is a better word. Look at that Manhattan graph. I mean, the first over went for 10. The second one got away with a couple of loose deliveries to Markham at the start. The next over went for 17. And then they're away, basically, the West Indies. And they kept that momentum throughout the entire 18 overs so far. That's an outstanding Manhattan graph from the West Indies. 13 runs per over. That's where they are at the moment. We've still got 2 overs to go. 2 overs of possible carnage to continue. Hendricks, de Kock at the top. Rousseau at number 3. Miller in the middle, number 5. Klaassen as well, 56 is this partnership.
Generally, someone gets 100 and you think that if you get them out, then you're going to have a better chance. So 14 overs, 179, and that's 179 for 4. Since then till the start of this one, it's been 14 and over. So not a case of slowing things down. In fact, the rate of scoring is quickened up.
Edged it. That is a good breakthrough towards the back end of this innings from Wayne Parnell. Powell's gone.
All the work that's done by South Africa right now is seriously important. If they can just save a handful of runs, it could be very beneficial at the end of this T20 International. It's a healthy nick. Parnell was delighted. Simple catch to Quinton de Kock. That's his second confirmation from Ultra Edge. But it certainly was a handy knock from Powell. Didn't get his length right at the top today, Parnell. That's where they got off against him. 28 off 19 balls, 236 for 5. Not much of a deflection. Simple stuff for de Kock. He really needs to come to the party with a bat today, Quinton de Kock. We know how electrifying he can be. I was going through that batting order for South Africa before. I left out Markham at 4 as well. He'll be crucial. Smith now.
And that's a single that gives the West Indies their highest total against South Africa. It is a good effort, but if any facility was able to produce that, this is it. Is he going to use that wide angle again? Across the right-handed batter. Ask him to fetch it from off stump. Too much. But you sort of take that as a bowler. You take the error of the odd wide in trying to limit that damage.
Because many a time the error closer. So if you err and you err closer to him than further away, so other side of the red line, then he hits it out the ground and it goes for 6. And you're treading a fine line, yes, but you almost have to hit it exactly.
Ball's the last over, gentlemen.
Magala. Yeah, thinking of bowling changes. Rabada done. Good day out, actually. 4 for 39, and in a game that's going at 12s, 13s, 14s. Changing it up. Perhaps that's the reason for the miss-hit, for the mistimed shot.
That'll be a new ploy for the third T20. from all of them. Go Magala as well. Did it yesterday, Magala.
Wouldn't expect it to be any of the spins. That would be something.
You look at the bowling figures, the economy rates, and obviously someone can step up as a bowler, but you have to lower your expectations on this ground. Not a wide. Shepherd can't believe it. Adrian says legal, 240 for 5.
There are many you don't get away with as a bowler, and so if you do get away with one, take it and run. His day done. 4 overs, 2 for 43. I'm Parnell. And under the circumstances, that's a decent day, because what you want to do is say, take all the bowlers and have them go for 43, and will you be at 240? You won't, because that's only at 10 and over, just under 11. Wickets for Jansen. At the 12 dots, Rabada, and none for 39. And it's no wickets, but in a game where it's just raining sixes and so many runs, that's a more than decent effort.
That is Magala. He's been going at 16s up until now. This is a tough call for him.
Huge over. Humongous over for the outcome.
Very good. Excellent, I think. Is it? It looks as though it might be good from Rabada. They might have a look again.
Superb from Rabada. That is outstanding work. We got a nice look down that curve. He saved that. That was brilliant.
Magnificent scrambling. Sprawled across the ground as he tries to bring it back and then has to go again. Oh, excellent. That is excellent. The presence of mind that it's right there and I can't touch it, but I need to get the ball. And so went from the top rather than from the side. Excellent effort.
Had he gone from the side, he would have got into that cushion.
Only a fast bowler could do that. Much simpler, but it's the highest total now here at Centurion, defeating South Africa's 241 against England back in 2009-10.
Let us say what a fantastic and accurate assessment from Rovman Powell and his troops. He said right out at the toss, normally they're cagey about the numbers when you ask them, when you turn up on the surface and you say, what does it look like? Sometimes they'll downplay it to try and reduce the pressure on themselves as a side. He put it out there straight away.
6 of them trying to get that Yorker into leg stump, and it takes the West Indies to the cusp of 250, one shy.
Rassie van der Dussen said 250 halfway through the innings. I think he's going to be wrong, and I'll tell him when I see him.
He strikes it, Shepherd. Oh, my goodness. 38 from 16.
Well, you've got 2 guys at the crease batting for the West Indies now. They should come back for 2 quite easily. Similar sort of player skill sets, but Romario Shepherd is the more refined batter. Both their bowlers, as a bowlers, have work to do, but Shepherd, you can sort of look at him as a more cultured batter.
He articulated the role quite nicely when asked during the SA20 to say, I'm expected to come in and find a way to get to the fence. Sometimes I'll have 5 balls, and if he can get 3 over the ropes, that's a great effort.
Annoyed with himself there. trying to launch that one into the banks.
And I suppose a big part of it, like if you're a bowler and you're playing in this format and you have to bowl at the beginning and at the end, and when guys are going like this, you have to accept the role and supposedly be philosophical about it. Like, there will be days like this, and also there will be days when you will get on top. There will be days as a hitter where you might not get it away, and there will be days, hopefully more days than not, that you'll get it done. The final one then.
And the final one is not the first, and it's not the last 6 we'll see at this ground here today. The West Indies have posted their highest total in a T20 international. South Africa will have work to do, because to defeat this, it'll be the highest successful run chase in T20 international, so it'll have to be 258 for 5.
They'll be rocking this crowd if they get close to this or get past it. What a performance from the West Indies. Absolutely sensational work. 41 off 18 balls for him. Shepherd, 4 sixes and 1 4. And how fitting they finished the last ball going over the ropes as well for 6 more. It's been raining sixes. He's going to have to play really well. So is he. In fact, the top 6 are going to have to play really well with someone going very big, if not 2 of them. That's how good they're going to be, South Africa, with the bat. Conditions are ideal. Doesn't look like any rain at all. Plenty of sunshine.
Yeah, quite magnificent. Really good to watch. And there's been so much of this. Dean Smith getting in on the act, saying, I too can hit a big ball. 11 he got from just 5 balls. It's enough. 220 as a strike rate. 227 from Romario Shepherd. The partnership, 22 from 10. Perspective. They didn't get through the first stage in the World Cup. They're back here and they've put 2 games together, albeit 1 shortened. Let's get downstairs to Sean Pollard.
Yes, indeed, man of the moment, Johnson Charles. You must have really enjoyed that. Fastest T20 100 for the West Indies. You struck it superbly.
Yeah, it was a good innings. I mean, the pitch was a belter. You know, I was feeling very confident. It's all a matter of, you know, just sticking to the basics, and it came off.
Yeah, tell us about feeling confident. We did an interview with you before the game started, and you were saying you're fancying yourself today, and it's a belter of a wicket. You look forward to it.
Yeah, definitely, because, you know, when we played yesterday, you know, it was unfortunate the way I got out, but, you know, I gained that confidence from yesterday. So it's all a matter of, you know, coming into today and keeping that confidence and keeping my shape and just sticking to the basics, and it all paid out.
Yeah, talk us through that, sticking to the basics and keeping your shape. Was it just easy? One of those days where you just see everything as clearly as, and it's a good service, everything you try to go at, you timed?
Yeah, I think so. And one thing I've been working on is, you know, sticking to the basics, keeping my shoulders, you know, close as long as possible, having a good base. And I've worked on it. And today I felt like, you know, after the start I got, I was just straying a bit from that. But then, fortunately for me, I stuck to it. I saw that early enough, and then I got to it.
I think also the impressive part was they changed their game plan to you. They tried to go wider, but that didn't deter from what you were able to do. You were still able to even strike it over the offside.
Yeah, well, that's part of my forte. So, you know, I opened up the offside, so when they came on the offside, I could hit it over. If they came to into my legs, then I could hit it into the leg side. So it was really, on their part, they really didn't have any choice.
Brilliant striking yourself, 259 on the board. Is that a good score, or do we have to read a little bit more into the surface?
I think it's a good score. We got there, so definitely they could get there. So it's all a matter of we now not being complacent and just sticking to our bowling strengths and keeping them under 259.
Okay, great. Thanks for the thoughts and thanks for the entertainment. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Cheers, thank you.
Outstanding from Johnson Charles. Remember those words, they could get there. They'll have to get 259, South Africa, because King went early. Mayers went for 51 from 27. He had a good partnership with Charles, who was the king of Centuria for the moment. 118 from 46, the fastest century by a West Indian in this format. And a 28 and a 41 to Powell and Shepherd. At 135 between Mayers and Charles was outstanding. I have a feeling we'll say outstanding a few more times today. 57 between Shepherd and Powell.
All those partnerships, just look at the balls that they've faced. 10 for 22, 26 for 57, 20 for 40, and the big one, 58 for 135. You don't want to be a bowler on a day like this. Man, look at these figures. Look at that right hand side, 16 and a half, 16.75, 13 and over, 11 and 10.75. You'd say acceptable. So if you go at 9.75, you're doing decently in the game. That's going at 13. So Rabada with no wickets for Jansen as well as Parnell. But a tough day out for South Africa's bowlers as they went for 258 collectively.
Over to the batters and then over to the bowlers. South Africa need 259 from their 120 deliveries. I have a feeling the entertainment will continue into the afternoon sunshine. We'll take a break and come back with much more.
Convincingly, the West Indies, high quality. That's how to finish it.
The broadcast of the Premier League is brought to you by presenting broadcast sponsor Income, Will, Power, made yours. Get your daily dose of Premier League news, views, interviews and reviews.